Okay, so we're going to do back hip drop from escaping a headlock. So I get that same side clinch position where I rhinoed in and covered. Now, a really common attack here is untrained guy's going to try and rip my head off. As he does that, I duck out and get on his back, holding his hip line, and I sit out and do a back hip drop. Come up in the mount. So, there's a few ways to look at this. There's a technical way and there's a fast way. So, I'll do the technical way and then I'll do the fast way. So as I get in that side clinch position, he grabs my head. If he gets my head with a bit of strength, I'm gonna have to pass this hand off to my other hand, control this wrist, open it a bit, duck out, and find my back clinch. I'd rather not have to do that. Try and get the reflex that whenever you feel someone grabbing at your head, you just duck straight away. So I get that side clinch, and I'm straight on his back. Then we'll do the hip drop part of it. So I'll get my side clinch, he headlocks me, get on his back. Now look, I'm controlling his hip line. I've control up here on his chest. It's quite easy for him to turn out, grab my arms, break the grip. He's got a lot of movement there. If I control his hip line and bury my head between his shoulders, there's not much he can do here. It takes away a lot of his options. If my head's out, he can elbow me, he can headbutt me, all sorts of problems. So I'll lock his hip line down with my arms, change my levels a bit, and drive my head into his back. Then I'll do the takedown. So once you get to here, I'm going to step out to the side and trip him over my leg. Maybe we'll do it on that angle. I'm burying my head, I step my left foot out and then trip him over my right. Once I get to here, I take this leg, step over to the mount, kill the cockroach, and establish my top position. One more time from the top. Get my side clinch and headlock, stuck out, control. Come through, find the mount. That's back hip drop. So we're just going to show you an alternative for the hip drop. This one's a bit safer, so you're not putting your knee and leg in the way and maybe getting it crushed. So, head's buried in between those shoulder blades again. Got the gable grip around his waist. I'm going to step out to the side, and this time I'm going to pull my right elbow really tight down across his hip here, which is going to collapse his hip, and I'm going to drop him straight to the mat. So we're here, I step and pull this elbow, get on top, establish some strong top position. As long as you're landing on top, you're going to be in control. It's a little bit about the grip, gable grip or clap grip. I'm not interlacing my fingers, I'm not using my thumbs. No thumbs, clapping. If the guy's really big, the S grip's okay, it's a pretty strong grip. That's probably the one that you're going to use the most. Ball and socket grips, acceptable, but probably the worst of those three. Don't grab your wrist, because then you're exposed to wrist locks. So, on someone's back here, you want this one. Sometimes that's the best you'll do. This is acceptable, but not that strong. This one here, exposed to wrist locks. So clap. Once more with the takedown. Here, I step out to the side, I rip this elbow to my hip. Get my top control. And that's the alternative for a back hip drop.